Okay, welcome back. Here's a quick walkthrough on the design process for a single Bruxer crown. You can see we're selecting the material, Bruxer now. The shade, I'm going to put it as an A1, although we can change that. This is just for record purposes. So next step, the computer is actually going to propose the design, the 3D modeling. What shade?
Do an A2 block.
Okay. We are recording this screen. So here's my margin. Let's see if I can improve that a little bit. Got a little lumpiness. Looks like the whole thing is changing. So I just selected number 3. Sorry you can't see my mouse on both screens. So we're going to change that to an A2 block, which means the tooth is an A1. So basically what I'm doing is outlining the margin. You can see over here that we're getting a little tracing that shows the actual height. And then I'm going to look around and see if everything looks good. You see this divot here? Looks like we had a saliva bubble or something. Bring that down a smidge. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to smooth that spot. Kind of like using the replace tool. I'm only going to elevate it though. So here's my flatten. I'm going to change the size. I'm just going to run it right over here and that'll flatten. So I'm going to go back to our margins. We're going to look around. See if this facial margin is where we want it. That looks pretty good. You can see your path of insertion, your vertical. I'm just going to move that to where it is now. Your buckle, I'm going to hit design. This is magic, isn't it? Talking to the screen. It's recording. This is going to be on YouTube. I can hear you too. There it is. So she has a very flat occlusion from clenching and grinding, obviously. We're going to edit the mesial spot. It doesn't need to be too big. You can see a nice flat area. We're going to edit the distal spot. And honestly, if we've done a good job and the computer gives you a decent proposal, there's not a whole lot of reason to spend too much time. We're going to fix contacts. Evaluate the contours, make sure the buccal corridor looks good, looks nice. And then at this point, if I wanted to, I could send it to manufacturer. Now one thing I don't like is this little wing here, so I'm going to go over here and use my smooth tool and just smooth that little wing down. Otherwise, I might not be able to floss. So you can see my contacts are 20 microns. That marginal ridge is a little bit high, so let's bring that down around it. And there we go. I'm done. Off to milling it goes. Then we put the block in.